guys, welcome back. Okay, today's a very exciting day because I have been waiting, and today we're gonna put some wallpaper in this dining room. I have 4 rooms worth of wallpaper to do, which means my back is gonna be barking here in the next few weeks. I'm gonna be real tired because I'm doing it myself. The reason I'm doing it myself is because it's so easy to do the peel and stick. You guys have seen me do Sawyer's bedroom. I did Brody's bedroom when I was 9 months pregnant with Brody. It was like 3 days before Brody was born, and I was putting up the wallpaper. Tyler helped me that time, but it is so easy. And for all my renter peeps out there, you are going to love this peel and stick because it is temporary. It can be permanent if you want to keep it forever, but if you want it just to be for a season that you're living there, or you guys know with wallpaper, it's like, you know, it's trendy. So sometimes you love a certain wallpaper for a year or two and then you don't. Well, when you do traditional glue or paste wallpaper, it's really a pain to remove it. This wallpaper is very easy to remove and it's very easy to apply. So we'll see what happens with this video. I don't know. I'm just gonna show you how I do it, and then we'll see how this room turns out. But it's gonna be the room that you're in, so we're gonna need to switch places. If you guys are ready to get started with this video, well, let's do a question. We haven't done a question in a while. Well, maybe the question should be, have you guys ever applied wallpaper yourself? And do you prefer peel and stick, or do you prefer the paste on kind? I will be honest, I've never tried paste on because I always rented, and by the time I found this stuff, I was like, why do anything else? This is so easy and it's not messy because there's no pasty glue everywhere. So maybe answer that question below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't. And let's get started with today's video. All right, so first step, I'm gonna wipe down the walls. Now these are like brand new walls that have been freshly painted a couple of months ago. So there's, you know, probably some cobwebs and some dust on it. And you really wanna make sure you start with like a very clean finish. So I'm gonna get my handy dandy ladder out. I'm gonna wipe down the walls and then we will get to peeling and sticking. All right, I think we are clean and ready to go. We're gonna start in a corner, okay? Okay, start in a corner and you're gonna peel back a little bit of this and you're gonna line up your corner. It's like a big sticker. And the first panel is always the hardest to put on because you have to line it up with the rest. So if it's crooked, you're gonna be able to tell as you go down the wall. And then you just push all those bubbles out, all the air bubbles that might get trapped. Want to push them all out, and if you can't get a bubble out, you just lift the corner and lay it back down. As you get those bubbles out, then you pull it down in the back. And you always want to go down the center first and then push out to the edge. Pull down more, push it into the center. And then to the edges. See what I mean? It's like a total arm workout. Massaging your walls. I'm gonna need a massage after I do this, but it's gonna be pretty. It looks so good! Oh, this is gonna be so fun. This is gonna just make this room come alive, you know? It's like you got a lot of white walls, you wanna add some fun pattern to it, wallpaper is the way to go. And it's so easy. You just need to put a little bit of elbow grease in there. And in the afternoon, you're gonna have a completely different room. I'm telling you. make sure you line up your panels because they'll have different patterns on them. It's the same exact repeating. See, it ends with a garlic, and that one ended with a garlic. But you just have to make sure it's not upside down. That would be bad. If you do a wallpaper mural, then that sometimes can actually take longer because you have like panel A has to go by next to B because it's like an actual painting image. But this is just a repeated pattern. And it's quite forgiving. The ones that are geometric are harder because you gotta make sure you get those lines real straight. All right, so whenever you come across a vent or a light switch, it's best to take the cover off so you can put the wallpaper behind it. I didn't have a screwdriver, so I'm using a drill head. And then once you're done cutting the wallpaper and laying it behind, then you just put this right back on top and it'll look really professional. And probably get yourself a flathead screwdriver. When you get to a doorway or a walkway or something where you have this opening now, you're gonna apply it as normal, like as usual, and then you're gonna push it all the way down to the top of the trim so it's nice and tight, and then you'll use your blade to cut the seam perfectly so it becomes an L right around the opening. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Doesn't it look so much better in here? Like, I am amazed. After every panel I put on, I felt like I'd step back and be like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. Okay, let's do another. I just love this peel and stick wallpaper. I will link the pattern that I used below so you guys can check that out. And I just encourage you, even if you're renting, you can totally transform a room. Even if you don't want to do 4 walls, it is more expensive to do 4 as opposed to 1. But you guys will see in this house, there's some rooms I just do like a statement wall behind the bed or whatever, and it just truly transforms the space and makes it feel just like a tiny bit more custom and a little bit more elevated. And then it's temporary if you do peel and stick. So if you're renting, you can do it. If you're nervous, you want to go wild with the pattern, but you're like, am I gonna like this in 10 years? Well, if you don't like it in a couple years, you can take it down and you will be fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was so fun to make. As you can see, the stone cottage is pretty much done. I just have these last little finishing touches to put on it. And there was gonna be so many fun videos coming out, finally revealing the longest project ever, but one of the best in my opinion. And the best part is you guys can come stay here. Like, I'm so excited. I'm basically making this house for you. So I hope that you come to Tulsa. I hope that you visit the Stone Cottage and that you can kind of come see a little bit of why we love the city so much and enjoy this cozy little atmosphere that we built. Okay guys, thank you for watching. If you have not yet, thumbs up this video, make sure you do. Make sure you subscribe. Doing this backwards, and I'll see you guys next time. I love ya. See you later.